there we are. Okay. Gotta get this thing up on my laptop. Dun, 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 dun. Usually it shows up pretty quickly. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. It's really just a toss-up. Today has been so far a good day. Just waiting for the live button to show up, so once it pops up for me, it'll pop up for everyone else, and then I can monitor the chat. There we go. Here we are. Bueno, okay. I only ever stream when I do my makeup because I don't have any other time to, really. Or it's like I have time, but truthfully, I don't want to shut off whatever I'm watching or listening to be bothered with it. So here I am instead. Been kind of breaking out lately. I low-key think it's because of my makeup, which would make a whole lot of sense. But nevertheless, I can't stop doing my makeup with the same brushes and foundation and same level of bake. I can't. It's maybe kind of bad. Just waiting for people to join up. A few people. Okay. Oh god, I always feel the need to pluck my brows. Since I got eyebrows back, I've dug myself back into the cycle of being obsessed with shaping my eyebrows. Which is a little bit ass. Because I get super obsessed with it. And oh my god, I have the TV on so loud in the back. I hope you can't hear that, but I'm watching the Olympics. Well, I was watching gymnastics. Obviously, I can't pay attention to it while I'm in here. But gymnastics is the only Olympic sport I will, actually pay attention to. Hello. People who have joined. Kind of hot, actually. Not sure why. I feel like today is going to be a slow stream. That's okay, because I didn't even plan on streaming today anyways. Last time we were on stream, we talked about water. We had a huge debate about sparkling water. Hello, people joining. Say something in the chat. I don't bite. Not usually. Not usually. I know you can't see from your end, but do you fuck with Chelsea Wolfe? I do fuck with Chelsea Wolfe. Heavily. Very heavy. Okay, she has a few songs that are amazing. I personally love her 2010 project, The Grime and Glow, because that one has Advice and Vices on it, which is one of my favorite songs ever. It's a great song, great lyrics. She has a great voice, and how many times can I say great before it starts sounding like not a word? I do fuck heavy with Chelsea Wolfe. What happened to the Pride Get Ready With Me video? For whatever reason, it seemingly got, removed from my channel, but I didn't get a notification for it. I was looking through my videos the other day on my channel, and I'm like, hold on, I posted something in between this and this. This makes no sense. So I assume I maybe deleted it by accident, or something happened, but I swear to God, I didn't voluntarily remove it. So I uploaded it again this morning, which is, I had to dig the the video out from my recently deleted folder, which it was like 1 day from being permanently deleted. So I did it at the right time, but it was like, I actually have no idea what happened to it. I don't know why YouTube decided to do that to me. Or maybe it was me. It probably was my fault. I like probably pressed a button somewhere. But it's back up now, but it kind of sucks that it got taken down and I had to re-upload it, but like, 'tis life, I guess. It's not like it was a super important video on my channel. It's not like it was the iceberg series. Because I'm like, oh, I rely on those to get money. So I'm like, if those go down, I go down. So sad Pride is over. Pride never truly stops, does it though? I mean, I live in the gay part of Toronto. So I go up the street and Pride is still very much alive. But I did enjoy Pride this year. It was super busy. It was like super fucking busy. It was hard to walk down the street. It was so busy. It was just bodies everywhere. Low-key a nightmare. If you have claustrophobia or agoraphobia. Or just don't like other people, which sometimes I don't. Depends. Okay, I'm still plucking my brows, but I really don't think there's a point. But I just get really obsessed with it and overdo it. Hence, which is why I didn't have eyebrows for a super long time, and I'm starting to remember why I made that decision. Even though I look back at photos of me without eyebrows and I'm like, maybe it wasn't the best aesthetic choice. It's not like I fully regret it, but I kind of understood what people said when they were like, oh, your no eyebrows are the first thing that people notice about you. Because if you didn't know me, then yeah, they stood out like a sore thumb. But I don't know. I enjoy my eyebrow life now. I see they have a reason to be on your face. And even though I'm doing a lot of plucking right now, I used to do even more plucking when I didn't have eyebrows because I was just so obsessed with making sure the entire area was like wiped. But how are you guys doing? How has your day been? I am streaming, doing my makeup, because my friend is coming over at 3. She is wanting to practice doing acrylic nails, so she's just going to do a very basic set on me for free, which is very nice. But I don't usually have long nails, acrylic nails, because I work at my laptop a lot. Well, all of my work is on my laptop, basically, so I don't know, I just find it very hard to navigate when I have nails on. Okay. I'm gonna take my fake nose ring out. Start doing the damn makeup. I don't have primer, which is kind of shitty. I'm gonna try to do it like... Are yours Inkbox? No, they're real. I've tried Inkbox tattoos before. But mine are all real. I would, if you're a good artist or you have a friend who's a good artist, I've seen some of my friends do amazing things with the Inkbox freehand marker. The Inkbox marker looks pretty damn good. My friend came in one day and she had this like really elaborate piece in her arm and I'm like, oh my god, when did you get this? And she's like, oh, my friend who's in drawing and painting took my Inkbox marker and just like started drawing on my arm. And I'm like, oh my god, that's amazing. I think that's a really good thing to invest in. Inkbox is a fake tattoo company. They create temporary tattoos that actually look super real and they stay on your skin for a good like 1 to 3 weeks ish. I want to get a temporary tattoo. should get a real one. They're fun. They're really fun. It's therapy. Which isn't, I mean, it depends on how your pain tolerance is. I personally don't find tattoos to be painful. But to each their own. Some people might find tattoos to be very painful. I fear I might change my mind later. Yeah, I know. That's, I think, the reluctance people have around tattoos. But the way I see it is that my body is a blank art canvas. And if I believed that a tattoo at a certain point in my life was a good idea to get, then I'm not going to regret it later, because I think they're kind of like, I'm like a scrapbook of my interests throughout the years. So, like, I have a few tattoos that I wouldn't get now, but at the time I thought they were a good idea, so I don't look at them and cringe or anything. I'm just like, that's where my brain was at the time, and this is a memory of it, and that's why tattoos exist for me. And I know not everyone can have that opinion, but I don't know. I view my body as like a artistic time capsule of my interests and aesthetic expression, I suppose. So, yeah. Like this cat tattoo on my... I don't like it. I would not get it now. The tattoo artist kind of fucked up the lines, and it's supposed to be a square box, but it's not like a square box. Like, it has like a little thing out to the side. I don't know what he was thinking. He was kind of like stingy with me and my friend, which is annoying. But that was my first ever tattoo, and I had a really great day with my friend. So it's like, I don't regret it. I don't regret the experience. I only recently started doing my foundation using this brush, because I usually just use the blender sponges, but this works fine. I know some people use their hands and fingers, but I do not, from like a bacterial standpoint, trust or not even bacterial, I don't trust like the balminess of my hands. It feels like they're always sweaty and gross, and hands are meant to touch and grab things, not to blend. I don't know. I understand it's an appropriate makeup method because the brushes and sponges absorb a lot of your foundation, but I don't know, I could never bring myself to use my fingers to do my makeup. I find that strange. I don't want to have to like wash my hands before I touch my face every time, it's not, I don't know. I'm sure you get what I mean. Best foundation is Jesus. Reminds me of that crazy religious mother from Dance Moms. They called her name was Christy, but they called her Christy, which I think is comedic genius. Christy, because they already had a Christy on the team, so they were just like, we're just gonna call her Christy because she's super God-fearing. And every time Abby Lee Miller was like, my dance company, my rules, she would always be like, well, Abby, you're not God, and I follow the Lord and Savior and not Abby Lee Miller. And she's just like, get the fuck out of my studio. God, I love Dance Moms, if you can't tell. I think this is... I've based. I feel like every time I do my makeup, I make comments about my makeup that are like relatively the exact same. But that's okay. Because I'm using my summer foundation now. It's very happy. Should I... Well, just watch Dance Moms as a... Oh, should I watch Dance Moms as a comedy? Yes, it is a comedy. It's nothing else but comedy. That's what reality TV, for the most part, is made for. It is astonishingly hilarious. I sampled a really famous fight from Dance Moms in a song the other day. I was making a song about someone who's like a chameleon and who copies other people and has like all these different like personalities that they shift to based on who they're with. And there's a Dance Moms quote where this one woman is like, at least I'm only one bitch, you're like 3 bitches. I have to call you like bitch 1, 2, and 3. So I sampled that and put it in. And it works, and I'm really happy with it. At least I'm only one bitch. You're like 3. What do you think about JoJo Siwa's new music? Oh, wow. It's not unlistenable. It's just funny because it's JoJo Siwa. Like, the idea that anybody else could make and release those songs is, like, completely fine and would totally fly under the radar and just be totally not special, not important. But because it's JoJo Siwa, it's just, like, a bigger deal. And Karma was a moment. Just because, you know, if anyone else had released it, no one would give a fuck. But because it's JoJo Siwa, everyone's like, oh god, what the hell's going on? So I feel like I cease to have a proper opinion on it because it's already, like, the context behind JoJo Siwa herself is very... That's JoJo Siwa. You can't remove her from her pre-existing persona, even if she tries to remove it. Like, she's just gonna be fucking JoJo Siwa forever. If a stripper has a child, does that make her a dance mom? Hypothetically, yes. I mean, I feel like that's up for audience interpretation. Maybe you should have a show about that, about a bunch of strippers who go to their jobs but at night, but in the morning they're taking care of their children. And the new Abby Lee Miller is like the manager of the club they dance at. It's like Dance Mom's opposite. I am streaming. I want that show. My idea. So if it ever gets made, I will bring this stream recording to the producers and I will be like, run me my fucking check. Way better than the Dance Moms we got. I don't know if anything can actually beat the original Dance Moms. My opinion. But I say that as someone who's watched the original Dance Moms since I was like the girls' age. A lot of the girls in that show were born in the same year that I was born and we're all now the same age. So as I was watching the show, I was the same age as the girls. And I like, from the beginning conception of the show, I watched it every single week when new episodes came out. So I have like it's like I grew up with them in a way, in a very stupid way. Because I also did gymnastics when I was younger. So even though it's not dance, you know, there's still a lot of like trick overlap, so I could understand somewhat what was happening. Yeah, very fun. Or not fun, depends on how you look at it. I don't know if this is too much contour. I'm always worried that I go, like, you get face blindness to yourself when you're doing makeup, and you just end up looking like an idiot, but you never notice, and the only people who notice are the people who just, like, look at you for the first time. Gonna go cause trouble. Smell you later. Bye! Bye, Hamilton Homegrown. Lucky I wanted to do gymnastics, but my family wasn't having that. Oh, I'm sorry. Well... Your bones and muscles, thank you. It's probably for the best, to be honest, that you didn't do gymnastics. Because I'm like 90% sure my body shape now is influenced by, like, being a prepubescent gymnast. Because I mean, no one else really notices, but, well, I notice, because you're obviously super hyper-focused on your on your own body, but I believe that I have wider shoulders and kind of like a triangle shaped body. So I'm like bulkier up here, but then like I kind of like slim down as I, you know. And that's just how gymnasts look. And I'm like 90% sure that that's where I got it from. And my body was just like, oh, I guess this is the direction we're growing in. And it just kind of went that way. No, I have not gotten my wisdom teeth removed. My mom is a dental hygienist, and she always monitors my teeth, but she actually told me that it looks like I have enough room in my mouth that I don't need to get them taken out, because it's true, like, well, let me check. Okay, my wisdom teeth on the bottom are pretty fully in, and they don't hurt, they're fine, I don't care. But the top ones haven't even started growing in, but it feels like there's a lot of room back there. It feels like there's a lot of room. So I don't know. But to be honest, it doesn't even feel like I have wisdom teeth back there, to be honest. But I'm terrified of getting my wisdom teeth removed. That's why I avoid the dentist, because they have to sedate you in order to remove your wisdom teeth. They have to put you under local anesthetic, which requires getting an IV. And I'm terrified of IVs. I am terrified of needles. So I've just avoided it my whole life. Like, the last time I went to the dentist, I like... How do I say this? Y'all know what BPD splitting is? Is when you... Okay. In a BPD term, it's BPD terminology. I will just, like, split, as in, like, I have one really strong emotion, like, one really, really strong emotion, and my brain can't compute it or handle it because it's too intense, so it just splits to another really, really quickly and without warning. But the last time I went to the dentist, I split on my dental hygienist / dentist lady because she suggested that I had to get my wisdom teeth removed, and I was so scared that I just started, like, cussing and freaking out and yelling all over the dentist office, and I had to, like, write them a message a few weeks later, basically being like, hey, I'm sorry, I didn't expect that to happen, even though my mom literally warned you that I have a, like, paralyzing fear of needles. That's another story. And they were so not helpful with the situation at all. They were just like, well, you have to. Don't worry, we'll deal with it, don't worry. Like, that doesn't help at all. That's just, it feels like you're just dismissing me. Just like, oh, well, this is what everyone goes through. Don't worry about it. Like, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. No. I refuse to do this. Sorry, my friend is asking me if I want to get Wingstop. I had Wingstop a few days ago, so I'm probably going to... Depends if she wants to split it. Okay, Eric, your comment about that I'm terrified of needles gets tattoos. Here's the thing. Tattoo needles, do not pierce through your skin. They don't. If you'll notice, I don't have my ears pierced. I have a fake septum because I refuse to go near needles that poke through anything. That's my dilemma. Like, tattoo needles are fine because they just scratch your skin, but if you had to, like, inject the ink into your skin, then I wouldn't be okay with it. You get what I mean? Like, I trust me, a lot of people have raised this concern to me. It's like, but you're terrified of needles, but you have, like, a lot of tattoos, and I'm like, no, but it's not the same. Okay. It's like, hypothetically, okay, this is gonna be a really extreme comparison, but trust me on this one, YouTube, don't fuck with me. People who self-harm, they superficially cut themselves with razors. A lot of people would rather do that than fully stab themselves with a knife. You get what I mean? Like, that's a superficial wound. If you go stab yourself, you're gonna have an issue with that. What would be helpful in that situation? Knocking me out, like coming up behind me when I don't know and just like hitting me over the back of the head with a brick. Then you could do it. I don't know. Hi. My friend has that and she's the sweetest, but yeah, she finds herself apologizing for her moments. People are not patient, they just push it forward. People see you panic, they blame you, it's hard. Yeah. And we are responsible for our own behaviors and the way we express that to other people, especially if it is aggressive, but it feels like there's a lack of understanding in people, because there have been countless situations before where I've actively told people, like, if you do blank, blank, and blank, I will freak out, like, badly, so don't do that. And they're just like, everyone freaks out, it's not that bad. And it feels like people only get the point to how bad it is when I'm pushed there, and then they realize. But it's like, why do I have to be pushed to a breaking point in order for people to realize why I'm, you know, I have issues. Anyways, that turned dark. I know, I'm very sorry about that, but I felt like, I didn't know what else to say. But, like, tattoos are very superficial on the surface, but if you asked me if I wanted to be stabbed multiple times in order to get a tattoo, I would say no. That was a weird analogy. Kind of makes sense in my head, though. I get it, though. Some people will, some people won't. Even though I've always said this to myself, it's not about the pain. I've had tattoos that were super painful to get for like 2 hours straight. And I understand that getting your ears pierced is just a quick, like, you know, hurts maybe for like 2 seconds, maybe in the aftermath, but it's just the idea of something piercing through the skin. I can't take it. I can't. Ugh. And IVs, I have like trauma around. So we're not going to get into that. But yeah, shout out to the Florida Children's Hospital for missing my vein for the first time and then having to do it again. And then having like a bunch of nurses come and having to hold me down as I'm like screaming and crying to put the needle in my arm. Yeah. Haven't gotten blood work done since I was like 9. Like way too young. And every time you change your medication, you're supposed to get blood work done just to be like, you know, just to see what how your system reacts to it. Not done it a single time. No fucking way. Yeah. My 2 worst phobias are definitely like intravenous needles and throwing up. And if you asked me, it's like a stupid hypothetical question I ask myself sometimes. It's like, in a life or death situation, would you rather throw up or get an IV, get your blood work done? I probably would choose to die. Like, I've had nightmares about being scheduled to go and to get my blood work done. And I've woken up and I've been like, no, please no. It's such a common fear. I'm surprised that we haven't come up with like a better solution to do it. I don't know how, because I know that there are clinics that like specialize in people with phobias, but I don't seriously know what they could do to me to make me not care. Because as long as I know that it's going to happen, I will flip my shit. Which is, you know, why I think the best course of action would be to come up behind me with a brick and knock me out. And then I wake up and they're just like, oh yeah, we took your blood work and you were out cold. Casually torching yourself. Exposure to puke. I actually went through cognitive behavioral therapy. CBT, not cock and ball torture. For my emetophobia, which is fear of throwing up, when I was like 11, and I stopped going because I was too scared. It's exposure therapy. And I know it's supposed to work because hypothetically, let's say I had a condition where I throw up every single day. At this point in my life, I probably wouldn't be that scared of throwing up because it happens so often. But I haven't thrown up since I was 7 years old. And every time I'm exposed to it is not very often because I have purposely, shaped my life to avoid situations like that. Like, I don't go to the bar or club that often. I don't hang around drunk people a lot because it really stresses me out. Amusement parks are a no-go, except for Disney. I've never seen anyone throw up at Disney because their rides are so tame, but every single time I've gone to Canada's Wonderland, I've seen someone throw up. So I avoid Canada's Wonderland like the plague. It's weird. We're definitely thinking of that CBT. Well, not every time, but historically, if I've mentioned to people that I've been through CBT, they're just like, you've been through what? And I'm like, cognitive behavioral therapy. The internet is poisoned all of us. So, I had to clarify just in case. Maybe I had to clarify more for my own sake. I should probably respond to my friend. That helps with OCD symptoms, right? Hi, Tavia. I don't know. I've never done CBT for OCD. But hypothetically, I guess so. I don't know how the process for exposure to your OCD symptoms would go if you have certain types of OCD, I guess. It should hypothetically work, though. EMDR, what's that? Not heard of that one before. They're talking on the TV about the Italian gymnastics team. My eyebrows feel like they aren't eyebrowing today. Sorry I keep, randomly changing conversation topics. If you join a stream of mine, that's what you're to expect. I'm putting more red. Every time the Olympics are on, I find myself hating every American athlete just because it's like, oh my god, why the fuck are you so good at this? I hate you guys so much. They're just like, oh, America, shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up! You've poured all your money into athletics and now you all are stupid. That's the issue. Eye movement, desensitization, reprocessing. People leave for PTSD and I believe addiction. Oh, interesting. Favorite sports for the Olympics? Gymnastics. That's all I really care about or watch. Oh, I will watch, like, track and field, like the 100, 200. Because that's easy to understand. There's, like, sports like judo and fencing where I'm like, I don't know the rules, so they're just like, oh, this person won miraculously, and I'm just like, I don't know what the fuck I'm looking at right now. So. But at least with gymnastics, I understand what's going on, and with track and field, it's just like, whoever crosses the finish line first is gonna win, I guess. Do I like cheesecake? Not a huge fan, actually. It's a bit too sweet for me. Too, decadent, one could say. Which is pretty crazy, because I usually really do like decadent stuff like that, but I don't know, I'm not a huge fan. Bro, I kind of fucked up my eyebrow. Just laugh at how red so many of them are. Yeah. Red in the physical sense and red in the political sense as well. Nice checking in. Have a nice y'all. You also have a nice Demetrius. Just have a nice y'all. Okay, brows are more browing now, but this one feels sharper than this one. And, I'm not a huge fan of it. But it's like, whatever. I'm also going to quickly open my laptop and respond to my friend on Instagram. Because she was like, do you want to get Wingstop? That might be later to get something small from Wingstop because I just had it a few days ago. I'll probably make myself mac and cheese while you're here. Every time I'm with my friends and I don't want to like spend the money to go out and eat, I will just be like, I'm just gonna make us mac and cheese if that's okay. Like craft dinner. You play Elden Ring? I don't. I do not. The only, like, video game I actually play, well, is Left 4 Dead 2. Shooty zombie. There's a TikTok audio that's trending that uses one of the Left 4 Dead 2 audios. I think it's the piano riff for when the hunter spawns. It's like, ba-da-da-da-da. Or is that the boomer? I'm not sure. It's one of them. But it's definitely a Left 4 Dead audio. And I recognized it immediately. Because people are like, when blah, 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 and then blank shows up. And it's like the ba-da-da-da-da. And I'm like, I know that one. You know. But I haven't played Left 4 Dead 2 in a while because I was trying my hardest to get gold on all of the survival maps. But there are some maps that are just like fucking impossible to do. With even with a team of 4 good players, I've tried to do, it's called the Burger Tank map, so many times, and I don't even think I've gotten silver, and none of the people I'm with have gotten silver either, because you have to, like, separate from your team for quite a bit to go, like, start, and the start button is, like, all the way across the map, and it's in a field, and just once shit starts spawning, you're fucked. So basically you either send your whole team down there and you're kind of like stuck down there, or 1 or 2 people go and then both people on either side are just like 2 versus the entire horde, and like one side ends up dying and then you're fucked. So I don't know what the strategy necessarily for that is. I might take a crack at it again at some point, but thinking about it is genuinely aggravating right now, so I don't want to. Eyeliner time. I always do the same makeup look, by the way. Like, if you go through my streams, it's me doing my makeup. That's all of them. I have the same routine. I'm listening to the Olympics gymnastics commentators in the back. Back in Tokyo, 2020, 2021, they actually did it in 2021 because of the pandemic, but it was still called Tokyo 2020. I had a thing for this one Russian gymnast named Angelina Melnikova. So I've followed her on Instagram ever since, but Russia got banned from this year's Olympics because of the war in Ukraine, which is crazy because they're still letting Israel play. That's another story. Argue with the wall if you take offense to me saying that. I don't give a shit. But I don't know, because she posted that she was going to be at the Olympics, and then I haven't seen her in any of the things, so I don't know, but I fell in love with her during the Tokyo Olympics. Something about me and Russian women. It's a curse. It's a curse. Okay, this eyeliner, I kind of fucked it up. Guys, in my Twitter will not shut up about gymnasts. Oh, I don't know what have you seen. I've seen a lot of posts by my gay Twitter mutuals, like my gay guy Twitter mutuals, talking about a lot of the Olympic divers and swimmers, which, natural. But there's been this girl who won, I believe she's on the Korean team for shooting, and she's hot. And that's why she's going viral. But she looks so nonchalant and cool. She looks like an assassin. And people are going crazy over her. Like, the lesbians are going crazy. And I'm like, yes, we have a new leader. I don't even know if she's gay. But she has so many women just in love with her right now. Me included. I see photos and videos of her all over my timeline on Twitter now. Did I see the cheese girl, though? What cheese girl? The lesbians and the art people, they love drawing her. She does look very fun to draw. She looks like a cyberpunk character, that's why. Because with all the shooting gear that they have. Looks so sick. No other sport makes you look that cool. Hi, Planet Pool Party! Hey! How are you? What's up? We're talking about hot Olympians. My eyeliner is kind of fucked. So I'm taking... That's what's up, yeah. It is what's up. That Korean shooter who, like, I think she won gold. People are obsessed with her, and so am I. But I will sometimes turn into, like, women's soccer. Because I'm like, this is just the lesbian convention. Like, women's soccer is a very gay sport, it seems. Cheese Wheels, the Italian gymnast. Oh, I didn't know that. I'm gonna look up, the gymnastics cheese girl after this stream. Because now I'm very intrigued. I think Simone Biles is gonna sweep again this year. And it's like, Simone's awesome and cool, but like, I guess it would be nice to see someone else win for a change, because she's just so ahead of everybody else. Technically, like, she's just that fucking good. It's like Dance Moms. I'm referencing Dance Moms again. Like, every single week when Maddie had a solo, she just won. And it's like, oh my god. Nothing against you. Like, girl, you're super talented, but like, I don't know. It'd be nice to see other people, like, do something good for a change. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. I still love Simone Biles. I think she's awesome. Obviously, no hate against her. I'm like, ugh. If you see Simone Biles in an apparatus competition, you know she's gonna win. Like, you don't even have to guess the podium rankings. So, when she dropped out in the 2021 Olympics, people were like, okay, so now it's like a fair game. Now it's a fair game. Simone's not there to, like, sweep the entire competition, so it's like, who's it gonna be? And it was still the Americans. Just like, fine, whatever. I guess that's what happens when you dump all your money into sports. You get damn good athletes. So I really can't blame them, I guess. Okay, my eyeliner looking sharp. Yeah, I don't care about sports. With the Olympics, I'm sad. Or just, like, any gymnastics that's on TV, I'm, like, sitting. And I will be, like, a coach on the sideline. I will be, like, narrating it, and I'll just be like, punch harder off the board. Why is she so far back on the vault? She wobbled that pike. Her feet were flexed in that turn. I just, Or it'd be like, oh, she did that jump, but her hips weren't square, and she needs to tighten her core when she does her flips, and her kip was messy, and, you know, stuff like that. It's so fun actually knowing what I'm talking about. Me with volleyball. Hate team sports, I'm obsessed with volleyball. Ooh. Is there a reason you're obsessed with volleyball? Because that's another sport with, like, insanely hot players. Oh gee, I thought this was an old stream. No, I'm live. I'm right here. Hello, Sarah. I am here. I am present. I wanted to do some writing before my friend showed up, but I think I'm probably going to be on stream until the time she shows up, so it's like, we have a meeting at 3. I don't, to discuss, like, orientation week, because I'm a part of, like, our committee to, like, organize that stuff. It's not that I don't want to go, I just am like, okay, maybe I guess I don't want to go. But I have to, because I'm being responsible or whatever, you know. Sticking to my obligations as a responsible adult and team member. Which is fine, I guess, but I do just kind of want to play games and do art. Or as I want to quit my job, I'm this close. Ooh, what's so bad about it? I mean, if you can find, maybe, like, secure another job first and then quit. Because don't just quit and then leave yourself in the wind. I know that's super stressful. But what's bad about your job? Oh my god, they're talking about Simone Biles on TV right now. Like, oh my god, I know, she's really good! Best gymnast, most rewarded gymnast of all time. It's just like everything she does, she's just gonna be first place. And I'm like, to have that level of skill is incredible to watch, but also, like, she should just be exempt from the competition at this point, because it's like, there is no competition but herself. She can only ever top herself. And I'm just like, oh, Simone Biles is competing in this category? Okay, so who's gonna be second and third then? Like, there's no competition. It's not even a competition at that point. I can't just quit. I went broke last time. Find another job first and then quit. You just have to wiggle your way around that one. 'Cause jobs are hard. Jobs are really hard. Mala Jet. Hey, Marcy. Remember me? Do I? I think I do. Oh, oh. Yeah, you were on one of my streams last time. I do recall someone from Kazakhstan. Very cool. What time is it in Kazakhstan? I am still from Toronto. Yes, I am good at geography. Thank you for remembering that. Tee-hee-hee. I like when people remember me. Makes me feel good and important. I'm from Russia. I'm in Russia right now. Where in Russia are you? Eating shit food at my 24-hour shift. Ooh! 24-hour shift? Go have a good day or whatever you're having today. Thank you. I'm so far having a good day. It's kind of overcast and gross out, but whatever. Said it was gonna rain yesterday and then it didn't. Not at least for me. St. Petersburg. I think I asked that question before. I don't know. You like tiramisu? Not my favorite dessert. Not my favorite dessert. I don't hate it though. But if it was on the menu and there were other things, I probably wouldn't choose tiramisu first. But on occasion, it does look like the most appetizing thing on the menu. But that's, like, pretty rare. So. Any shit food is relatable. I season my food way too much. What about cake pops? Some cake pops are good. Some cake pops are way too sweet. And because they're so popular, the prices of them everywhere have just gone, like, through the fucking roof. Am I Jewish? I am not. Ooh. I want to try your mom's tiramisu. Maybe it would change my mind. They're just talking about Simone Biles winning another thing. I'm like, oh my god. It's my favorite dessert. It's gonna sound super basic. But nothing hits more than a warmed up chocolate brownie and ice cream. Are you a lesbian? Yes. I feel like I'm being 20 questions. Lucky thing for her to do, win, yeah. I'm just kind of like it's not a surprise. Oh, I don't know why your message got restricted. Lesbian is only a way to go, I guess. I don't know what that means. Are you saying that it's obvious I'm gay? It's nice. Made some nasty noodles. Help. I'm sorry, I can't help you. I'm very sorry about your nasty noodles. Food's pretty nasty sometimes. In my opinion, most of the times I don't like food. But to each their own. I'm very sorry about your nasty ass noodles, though. I feel like every time I'm on stream, I have to say I'm gay. Not have to, but like someone asks me. One day, it'll just be assumed. Because I think I outwardly give bi girl energy. Because I think any girl with like an alternative style usually is like bisexual usually. I give like bi girl with a straight boyfriend vibes. Like aesthetically. Which is not anywhere close to who I am, but you know. I did my time identifying as bi. No, you don't give bi. Oh, that's good to know, at least. I mean, a lot of people tell me I give bi vibes. It's mainly just because anytime someone's, like, lesbian coded, usually they're more masculine, and I'm definitely more feminine. But I'm, like, bold, dominant feminine, so I don't know. How do I maintain the red hair? Okay. I've said this before on streams, but I will repeat it, because I love when people ask me, because it means that my hair is very bright red, which is awesome. So essentially, I have this, I can go into my bathroom and show you, I have this red hair mask. It's like Rosso Silesia red hair mask that I put on in the shower every time I shower. And that shit stains. Like, that shit goes everywhere. It's in the creases of my bathroom. I showered this morning, so look at my fingernails. They are red. That's how strong it is. And my fingernails are just always red, to be honest, so. Just kind of how it is. But I'm done my makeup. I won't make myself food until my friend comes over, I don't think, because I don't... Is that what stained your scalp? Yeah. Yeah, you can see my scalp is stained red because of literally that. Yeah. So when I have dandruff, it's red. It's red. No painting. Win. Yeah, I haven't touched my hair with red hair dye in like quite a while. Like it was last year, I think I went in with red hair dye. But I obviously still do have to like bleach my roots. Does it have oxygen? What do you mean? Do you mean can my scalp breathe? Because if that's what you're asking, then I don't honestly know. Oh shit, my friend said she got to Union. Oh shit, 12 minutes ago. Oh, she's probably here like very, very soon. Okay, so I might have to go very, very soon. So it's good I did my makeup. All right. Then I'll probably go since she's going to be here a bit early. That's a good 1 hour screen. The developer doesn't have oxygen. I use different things every time I bleach my roots, so, I mean, yeah, it's always exposed to oxygen at some point. I'm not really sure what that means, to be honest. I'm very sorry. I'm just putting my shit away. Okay. My hair is kind of a mess. I meant the hair mask. Oh. It's literally just like a hair mask bottle. You like squeeze it and the red stuff comes out and you put it on your hair. So you don't actually have to develop it or anything. It just comes straight out the bottle. I don't know if that helps. It's called Rosso Silegia. It's like ROSSOCILEGIA. I'm not really sure. Yeah, it's basically a semi-permanent dye, to be honest. Yeah. But as long as you keep putting it on your hair, that shit'll stay. That shit will stay. And if I stop putting it on my hair, you'll see my hair will progressively, shower by shower, get, like, more dull. but I don't do that, so I highly recommend it. I have, back when I was a blonde, I was trying out different hair colors, so I bought the Rosso Silesia. I bought a pink and a purple, which I still have, but obviously I don't use them because there's no point, but damn, they turned my entire head of hair pink and purple, and there was no actual hair dye involved in that. It's just the mask. They call it a mask, but it really should be branded as like semi-permanent dye, on brand with like on par with Manic Panic. It's really strong. Okay, my friend is going to be here any minute now, so I'm going to leave. Thank you guys so much for joining me. It was very fun to be on stream, even for just a short little while I did my makeup and chatted. I always have fun doing streams. I might go live tomorrow. I say that I'm gonna have a schedule every week where I stream on certain days, usually Friday and Saturday before I go to work, but then I always abandon that because I get distracted doing something else. Okay. Much love. See you guys soon. Kissed you bye like a million times.